to tell President we are enough is enough.
Right.
Enough is enough. Not listening to the citizens of this country. I think the cup is filled.
So
the cup is filled. If President we are feel that he took medicine or juju from Italy on the Liberian people, that anything he do or anything President we are do is spiritation to the Liberian people.
That juju you brought for Jamaica must feel this time around. Come on,
This is a president who are in the legislature, who many days used to be in protest conference room here for somebody on defined money business here. Liberian people are telling us that this man, he worth $80 million, you worth $80 million. What happened to the rest crisis? Just really $20 million to get the rest done. But if 11 million could not be accounted for, 11 million that was approved by the National Legislature in subsidy of rest. So we call you on the legislature.
take action.
Immediately to investigate the 11 million. If not, there will be unspecified actions at the grounds of the legislature for to begin with our fathers and mothers on the grounds of the capital. So we call you on President we are again to reiterate our actions that we giving President we are 72 hours ultimatum to again, let me reiterate, President we are based on the contradiction on the disbursement of the 11 million. President Weah should dismiss the finance minister. President Weah should dismiss the comrade minister. President Weah should dismiss the IT port manager with immediate effect. If not, there will be unspecified action in this country. And trust me, no amount of police intimidation will take off on the street. We're going to move in the street. We're going to educate our people and put them in the street. Thank you. God save Liberia.
No unpaid police.
So this is OK TV. We probably didn't get the start of this press conference, and we here with the spokesmen of the Capitol building workers, and they are here in their number. They just held a press conference basically on the shortage of rice. Though, for your information, the Ministry of Information and the Ministry of Commerce are having a major press conference addressing this issue about the rice, but they have given the government 72 hours. Chabran, tell us, you spoke about 11 million. Tell us more about this. Those watching want to know what exactly it is.
Thank you, Nyati, for affording me the opportunity. We are concerned as staff of the legislature. You can see today both the House of Representatives and the House of Senate staff are concerned on the statement made by the Chairperson of Commerce and Industry at the level of the House of Representatives, Honorable Samuel Koga, on the Spoon show 2 nights ago. He made mention that the legislature in the recast budget approved 11 million for ref subsidy. The 11 million were approved by the legislature. On the 11 million, 7.5 million were remitted into the Commerce Ministry account to rest vendors. Immediately after the pronouncement by Honorable Kogat through the Ministry of Finance, the Ministry of Commerce came in by saying that all of the 7.5 million Honorable Kogat talked about through the Ministry of Finance, they have just received 3.5. So on the basis of that, we experienced contradictions. So on the basis of the contradiction of the 11 million that were approved by the National Legislature, there's 4 million in questions that needed to be investigated. On the basis of that, we have decided as staff association here, who feel the same pinch of the Liberian people, who everybody feel that all is well here for us and it is not well, to hold the government responsible, because Honorable Koga said the government should be responsible for the shortage of rest in Liberia. So on the basis of that, we're holding the government responsible for the contradictions. 7.5 million, Commerce Ministry saying 3.5 million, a contradiction. So meaning 4 million should be accounted for. Up to this time, government has not spoken, government has not said anything about the contradiction. So we have come as staff to send a caveat to President Weah. If President Weah feel that no man in this country to challenge anything that he's doing, because everything that he does, it is fine to the seditious. So, but we as potential young people have come to challenge President Weah that we gave him 72 hours. If President Weah cannot speak to the Liberian people on the issue of rest, we're going to protest. We're going to we're going to apply all necessary effort to get into the streets, to call on the international body to intervene into the situation, because President Weah seems to be like he playing with the Liberian people. The power we gave him, he playing with it. If a man that came from Gibraltar, if a man who came from Italy, you don't think President Weah have getting involved to introduce the Italian activities into this country? Because what kind of president we got? When national issue, when national concern, this president cannot speak. So, on the basis of the contradictions from the government angle, we are calling on President. We are recommending to President. We are 3 things, and those 3 things are: we want the immediate dismissal of the finance ministers. The problem in this country is the finance ministry. The finance ministry is responsible for the problem. So we want the finance minister to be dismissed. We're not going to rest on it. We're going to remain on the call until the finance minister be dismissed. We call on President. We have to dismiss him immediately. Dismiss the current minister immediately. Dismiss the acting port managing director immediately, because they put. The issue of dragging on that port is long overdue. They have been budget brought here. They have been money placed in the budget to drag the port, and the port cannot be dragged. That is poor administration. A president, we are faith that he can protect 3 individuals against 4.5 million pricing in this country. Then he will face the wrath of the people. I can assure you that Nyanti, in expiration of the 72 hours, President Weah will know that there are people, there are existing human beings, there are existing potential young people who will take the streets until the international body.
But Charlie, do you think it's possible? There are a lot of folks who have called for the same dismissal of the finance minister and the commerce minister, who is a close ally to the president, though she's serving in that capacity. Do you think it's possible?
This is the mandate of the people. This is the call of the people. So what we are saying, we're giving 72 hours to dismiss the people. If the 72 hours elapses and President we are feed that he can compromise his presidency against the 3 individuals, he will face the wrath of the people. We resolve that will remain in the street until President we are dismissed.
But they say 150,000 beds arrests are coming in May, October.
Why you got 150,000 May, October? Why would the people be eating from now? Dry door sweet. Why would the people be eating from now to May, October? You think the rest to bring right in the country that just baby play? If President we are came to the airport and made that kind of irresponsible statement that he not rest in the country, and then the issue of right was of gossip, why President we are not visiting any of the warehouses like he did before? This is a 419 government that we got. This is a scoreboard. This is not a government.
But Charlie, they are also saying that you should also direct similar focus to the legislature, who are also a part of this government, makes the law, especially. What exactly are you saying to the legislature? And this is where you come from.
That's why I'm calling on the legislature to investigate the 4 million that is in question. Because there was a call from the Ministry of Finance that they have remitted 7.5 million into the account of the Commerce Ministry to importers, right? There was an immediate rebuttal to that from the Ministry of Commerce that they received 3.5 million. So what happened to the 4 million? So the legislature both houses on commerce industry should launch and to muster the commerce. In fact, I'm asking the legislature to recall themselves, because there was a time they were called by the president, and after work, we all work, they admitted to the Labrampo that they called themselves. There's a national concern now. I'm calling on the legislature, both Prote Abache and Speaker Bovachimo, to muster the courage to recall themselves. There's a national concern. We call on Senator Abraham Dara Dillon, Senator Nyomdi Kanga Lawrence to reconvene to address the right issue. If not, there will be a protest on this ground.
So we look forward. So finally, what can you say to the folks, especially those watching?
Hey, I'm calling on the Liberian people to come on in their numbers after the 72 hours to protest for our right. The Constitution guaranteed. There's a clause in the Constitution that calls for when the citizens are disenchanted, they can reassemble.
So it means we expect a major protest this week.
There will be a major protest, because by tomorrow, day after tomorrow, there will be a live sensitization in all of the community in Monserrato, including nearby counties, so that in expiration of the 72 hours, we all can come in the street, and maybe the issue of arrest will change to another subsequent actions after the 72
But Charlie, you could be arrested.
Brother, now you mean arrested. I'm willing to die for the Liberian people. They say arrested. So I can be the sacrificial line for the Liberian people. They say arrested. If President Weah cannot manage this country, you talk about arrest. If President Weah have brought in the Italian ideas to strangulate us, then you talk about arrest. I'm willing to die. Something greater than arrest. I'm willing to die for the Liberian people. I'm not a small advocate. When it comes to the issue of advocacy, I can die for the cause. I can die for the people. It's not about you intimidating me with arrest. The police suffering who will arrest me. The army post suffering who will arrest me. The police Cherena is who will arrest me. The police Cherena it who will arrest me. There's a food now just to sustain off for the day called spaghetti. Yesterday, all the police have been issued spaghetti by Joe Weah. While Joe Weah eating when they say arrest. Thank you for following.
So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for watching this live film. My name is Yanti Tokwa. We've been here talking to some staffers at the Capitol building. Have a God bless good day from Monrovia.